Y'all better behave. I'm making stuff right now. Golly. Okay. Impatient little shits. Yelling at me to start stream, bro. Fucking hell, man. Can't even make myself some Dr. Pepper. What? We're fucking bombarded, man. Gee willikers. Oh, the LED light thing on my microphone just went off for some reason. Alright, lads and lasses. Are we ready to rock? Also, that mic is way too high right now. Let me crank that down a bit. Is that better? That's better. Still a bit too loud. Let's crank it down a light. There. This remix is making me ascend to a higher plane. Dude, Mario Kart World soundtrack is actually one of the greatest things to happen to mankind. Like, we didn't notice because we were too busy watching Megamind last stream, but dude, that game's soundtrack is top notch. I love that game's soundtrack. Alright, we all know the drill today, gang. My guy, I don't know him, so I don't know why I'm saying my guy. Oh, great ads. God, I love ads.
We got you. USPS has increased daily.
Last time.
Okay, yeah, the GOAT, PurpleZombie. What you know about Slime Rancher's soundtrack? It's pretty good. Solid 7. 7 out of 10. I don't think you realize Mario Kart World might seriously have the best video game soundtrack ever. Okay, so this time, instead of just watching and bumbling around like a lunatic, I'm actually, as he ranks the zombies, I'm going to rank the zombies myself. So we've got F tier, which is just when they're terrible all around, like maybe 5 to maybe 10 zombies. Not even, like 5 zombies will apply to this. Pretty bad all around, so all 4 categories isn't very good. 1 or 2 good aspects, I feel like that speaks for itself. All good aspects, but like nothing's like really good. And then these are all just like the, you know, all good, but one certain category super good. And then we have God, which is like the #1 character probably. Based off his ranking system. My ranking system is different from PurpleZombie's. But like, you know, I think I have an idea of who my #1 character will be, but you know. Alright, let's get this started. Let me know if there's audio issues. There's kind of been audio issues for the past couple streams, so let me know. Let me know if something's up.
Last time I ranked every plant in Garden Warfare 2.
You
and
did.
I did really well, so if I don't rank the zombies, then I would be a moronic fool.
This is not going to be a 7-hour stream. This is going to be a 5-hour stream. This is not going to take up an entire school day's worth. Also, what you guys know about hot chocolate, bro? I got some hot chocolate on me. You hear that? Hear that hot chocolate? I'm going to be super fucking careful with it because I don't want it spilling on my setup. Let me see if I can do like an ASMR real quick before we start. Jesus wept. That's way too hot to drink right now, but you know. Every once in a while, I'm going to need someone in chat to remind me it exists so I don't forget. Saying you start the vid at my time zone, 10:45, and saying the reaction takes 5 hours. I'll stay up until 3:30. You will be on the nice list for the rest of your life if you stay until 3:30 in your time zone. So, let that be known.
Again, not your bog standard.
How good is this variant at maintaining a vanquish?
Okay, bisexual. Respectfully, Electrobrains is asexual. I'm going to be for real. Yeah, Torchwood would be homophobic. Wait, why is this homophobic tier the most accurate one?
For my garden, plus fair to 756 kill game.
Tier list. Each character will again be graded into 4 categories. How hideous they are, how viable they are, how unique of a concept they are,
And how much they make me want to storm out of my house and throw my plate.
It could be turned up a little bit, like the video or my mic. I'll turn up the video because my mic is max right now. Oh yeah, that is a tad quiet. Still like there. How's that sound? Not you.
PlayStation 4
Alright, let me know if that's good.
controller at a small child on a tricycle. Again, they will be graded out of 25 in each category, giving them a total score out of 100. And again,
We all know the drill.
it's not that serious. I'm sorry
Okay, I turned up the video. Don't worry, gang.
if I upset you after ranking
If you upset me, it is a personal attack and you want me dead.
the rose gold imp above the liberal arts scientist.
You put pink gold peach above Lemmy Koopa, bro. I'm gonna slime you.
You're just gonna have to deal with it. So what is the worst?
Okay, real quick, but I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Shit, I forgot who he did last. I watched the preview a few days ago, but I completely forgot who was last. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was one of the more dog shit engineers.
Garden Warfare 2, the most unappealing, asinine, sloppy, rage-inducing corpse in Zombos' morgue. AC Perry.
Hey, you know what? Maybe his opinions won't be dog shit this time. I'm playing. Maybe his opinions will be peak, actually. Who knows? Who knows? Hold on. Sorry, something important's happening. Anyways, not actually that important, but you know. AC Perry's a good last pick. And because of that, where is he? Where's the nerd? I'm slapping this guy an F. I'm gonna be for real. There's not gonna be a whole lot of Fs in my personal tier list. But AC Perry's dog shit, dude. This character sucks. He's really bad. His ice gimmick doesn't work in either of the ways the ice mechanic was implemented to be. Like, if you're an ice character, you either have to have, like, an ability that combos well into the ice, or you need to be, like, a mobility. You need to, like, have, like, a mobility option to actually, like, take advantage of the ice. AC Perry has neither of those. So this character is dog shit. The most you have is, like, freezing someone and then going into, like, the big bolt blaster. And even tolerability's not that good because he can freeze you and then stun you and then piss off. Oh yeah, he's cooked. I am excited to hear PurpleZombie cook this chud, bro. Whoops, that's the wrong button. You'll have something to say about most of his takes? Have you seen this already? How diabolical are some of his opinions? Yo, who's this dastardly fat? Okay, I'm playing. Let's see what you got.
Now, AC Perry, unlike the previous last place character, isn't a dismal recolor that's more of a recession indicator than a playable
Yeah, Max, I'm just like, a lot of the time I disagree with PurpleZombie, so that's why I'm doing like the rankings. That's why I'm doing
character. He's just sort of
control yourself.
Nothing. Like the most nothing bland milk
PVZ replanted joke number 350.
Toast.
I'll never get sick of him though.
Character going like the breadsticks of the Garden Warfare series. He's less of a train wreck and more of a train that's been slightly delayed by about 5 minutes. Bit inconvenient, but you'll forget about it in about an hour. His appearance, yeah, that is an ice variant.
You know, I kind of don't hate his appearance too much. That's like the one, like, ever so slightly kind of cool aspect. I like the icicles trimming from his hat. That's about it.
Certainly does have a color scheme. The fan gun, pretty good, I guess. He has a hat with the letters A and C on them because he does air conditioning. Only notable part of his design is his disgusting mustache.
Do you not love the fucking icicle dripping from his nose? That shit's peak.
That looks like a dead worm. Such a horrible inclusion that they just didn't bother putting it on his sticker book render. You can tell when the developer...
Did they actually?
That they just didn't bother putting...
Based?
On his sticker book render. You can tell when the developers really didn't give a damn when they just forget to do basic things with a character. I'm just not a big fan of its design. So 5 in appearance. The blue hands
pretty
make
bad.
him look like he's stuck his hand in a cotton candy machine. I like how they just called him Perry. It's just a normal ass name. I guess the HVAC technician just doesn't roll off the tongue. As for how good he is, despite being an ice variant, he freezes about as fast as an actual desktop fan. Only status effect this thing's gonna be applying to the plants is giving them slight nasal congestion.
Just like when ever so slightly bother them a bit, I suppose.
Thanking him,
That's
there
about
isn't
all.
much point in even considering his freezing mechanic. it's just so slow.
There's no point in like they should have just made his slowing really good and then just not have him freeze at all. Because there's no point in giving this character with these abilities the freezing mechanic. Like, there's actually zero point.
Yeah, he'll freeze a plant in about 2 seconds, which doesn't seem like long, but most other engineers would have pretty much just fucking killed them by then. Like, yeah, you've got bulky plants like citron and torchwood, but if you want to freeze people, then use bulky plants like
I get sent this image on Instagram probably like every week, and I appreciate that.
citron and torchwood. But if
I appreciate how it consistently finds the right people.
Want to freeze people, then use literally any other ice character. Arctic Trooper freezes people in half the amount of time. And if you want an engineer that spams splash projectiles, then just use the
My goat! Oh, dude, if he slanders Landscaper, I'm actually gonna kill this guy. I'm actually gonna kill this guy if he slanders Landscaper. I'm not playing anymore.
Landscaper. So he's not completely horrible, but he's so outclassed and uninteresting that you might as well just use literally anything else. 7 in viability. As for creativity, his weapon might be one of the most unsatisfying things to use in the entire game.
Yeah, it feels like shit. It feels like a slightly faster version of Yeti Chomper, but like without the little like dip thing, like the lobbing of Yeti Chomper, so it doesn't actually feel like a regular projectile. It just feels like, you know, it does feel like you're shooting it out of a fan, so maybe that was the intention.
Not only are the effects just genuinely blinding, supposed to be freezing the enemy, not the fucking camera lens. At launch, AC Parry froze people in half a second, so it's another one of those times where instead of adjusting the character to be reasonable, they just fucking shot him. 4 tolerability.
So they basically just they kind of just tennis starified him or barbecue cornified him, something along those lines.
Genuine contender for most forgettable variant in the game. I refuse to believe that anyone's favorite character in this game is AC Parry, and there are people in this community who like the bloody Twilight Chomper, so a splash damage ice character with a stun grenade might sound annoying.
I actually cooked so hard on my hot chocolate, and I hope all of you know that. I actually cooked some, like, Shakespearean beverage with that hot chocolate, dude. Golly! Should have made the carpenter or something. That would be kind of cool. Base's design off Foreman Spike from Wrecking Crew.
But because it's about as common as
or the Super Mario Bros. Movie if you're a LARPer.
Actual air conditioning in a United Kingdom building is like being annoyed at running into an endangered species of tropical frog native to about 10 square meters of the Amazon rainforest. Yeah, it might get some slime on your shoes, but you're just not going to find it. 15. 31 overall. It's really fun.
I already think that's a bit too high considering he has 2 stuns, but
to me that the lowest ranked zombie on this list not only has almost 3 times the amount of points as the lowest ranked plant, but if I placed it on the plant tier list, it would have 12 entire characters.
Jesus. This guy's low-key like a zombie glazer sometimes. Bit of a zombie glazer.
Which really goes to show how the zombies are just better overall. Like, I gave Pea Shooter a lot of flack, but if Pea Shooter didn't exist, the plants would get steamrolled into a new freeway every
Oh, dude, his slander on Super Commando is gonna be peak, dude. Dude, I'm so excited for that segment. It's gonna be like 13 a.m. by the time I'm actually watching it, but that's gonna be peak.
Single match. No wonder why they took Suburbia. Cricket Star, another character that's just there.
I actually like Cricket Star, bro. I don't know. He's really, like, not anything special. Where is he? I think I like him for his viability. You know what? I'm gonna be charitable. I'm gonna put him in C. Because I'm a nicer person than PurpleZombie. I'm a friendlier fellow. If you asked me for an autograph, I'd give it to you. If you asked PurpleZombie for an autograph, he'd shove you. He'd, like, push you out of the way into a pile of durians. Be like, move, bitch. Me, I'd always give you that autograph, and that includes for Cricket Star. He's just kind of fun. Impunt is goated. I agree. We love Impunt. But he only really talks about abilities when he's talking about the base class, so.
Just like filling in the quota for fire variants. His appearance, 63. He just
There isn't a Fire Super Brains, by the way.
looks like the All-Star.
Bullshit.
Except with a Cricket Star helmet and a black streak on his shirt. If this guy has cosmetics on, then the only way you're distinguishing this thing from a normal All-Star is by looking at the flames coming off his gun. 8 in appearance.
You know, I do really appreciate the editing tidbit where there's just straight up no background music. That shit's funny. Also, an 8 is pretty fair. In fact, I might have actually ranked him lower if I was doing this.
The All-Star is a good character. Very solid, easily spammable set of abilities, and
Nice.
200 health, no matter how awful its primary may be.
He's gonna cook Wrestling Star. No. Guarantee you all, shit, what's his name? I genuinely just, Wrestling Star. He's gonna be next, and I'm actually gonna flame this guy.
Always got the imp punt to rely on, but this character's primary isn't awful. And because it's a fire variant with a faster rate of fire, no matter how pitiful the amount of damage you hit, one of them balls so much as graze the target is taking 25 fire damage. 16 in viability, where it really...
See, I think that's why I like the character. I kind of liked how I could rely on my primary more. I didn't always have to use my abilities. This was like when I was like super young though playing this game, so maybe once I start having to play him for the max rank grind, maybe I'll think less highly of him.
really falls off though is its creativity. As seen in the previous installment, I do not care at all for the elemental reskin variants, where it's just,
Oh, it's the same weapon, but slightly weaker and with a debuff put on it. Lazy.
See, something I think he absolutely needs to account for when he's talking about the all-star variants is like how well the actual like gimmick like ties into the gameplay. Like with, okay, what the fuck is cricket? Oh, it's literally just baseball? Okay, yeah, that's fair then. I'm saying, like, for certain all-star variants, sometimes their primary, like, really well fits, like, the sport they're accompanied by. And I think that's something he should account for. Like, you know, Wrestling Star is like a big heavy hitter class because it's wrestling. I hope he talks about that when we talk about the creativity of all-stars. But I kind of agree with him on the creativity bit because cricket is literally just baseball, apparently.
2 points. Missed the part
the
in
fuck did I
cricket
just
where you
do?
douse the batter in gasoline and light them on fire. All-Stars are quite an annoying class. High health, can just lob a
2 one-shot abilities. Yeah, I've heard it all.
detonatable infant at you that kills almost every plant class in the game instantly, and can follow that up with a 75 damage dash attack that punch.
This guy fucking sucks at Garden Warfare 2. You can see that he barely even survives after jumping off the platform.
7 postcodes away. Combine that with a fire variant, and you have a 6 intolerability. 32.
I kind of, I disagree. Like, I like this character. He dislikes this character, and yet I kind of just agreed with everything he said. Poker star? What the fuck? Dude, I looked away for 5 seconds because Max was talking about some poker star. That'd be fire, by the way. What you know about esports star? He's just really fat. Dude, Captain Party Man, yeah? Listen, unlike Party Rose, I've actually played more than 5 minutes of this character. And I know that this character's peak, actually. He doesn't have Neon Mixtape Tour music to accompany him. But I like him. Hop off.
Captain Party Man. Here we go with the bloody party variants again. Last time, I compared them to looking like the back of a bus seat. But Captain Party Man looks like the back of a really gammy bus seat,
No.
where if you smack the seat, about 10,000 dead skin particles fly off it. Got about 3 pieces of chewed gum shoved down the side of that seat, and an
Dude, man, ugh. We just don't agree on the party variants, man. I think Party Man looks sick. I love all the Deadbeards so much. I think the weakest one from... Oh, shit, I'm supposed to rank him. I'm not used to this. I'm used to just being a lazy chud who just sits in the chair and yells at the PurpleZombie, man. Esports Star is actually a Loads of Variants character. It's the Toxic. Hell yeah. Perfect. That is so perfect. I think I'd give him all good, but none spectacular. Because I just kind of like his design. Captain Deadbeard isn't like a particularly fantastic class, so he's not like super good, but he's also not super annoying. And yeah, he's not super creative either. But, you know, like, on the creativity side, at least he gets, like, a unique song instead of just, Neon Mixtape Tour, but that could also be a detriment. It depends on what he thinks.
unidentifiable dark stain on it. Looks like he's had a bloody UV light pointed at him, like the inside of an Asda bathroom to stop people taking crack. Free in appearance. Captain Partyman is similar to the Party Rose, where it's just objectively worse than the thing it's about.
I keep it an absolute stack. I never noticed how much worse his character was. What the fuck? Dude, he always just ratios me when we talk about party characters, bro. How good is he, like, when he's in party mode, though?
Less damage, less ammo, and the only advantage is that after 5 kills, you get to listen to Flag of Power music.
Yes! Okay. Flag of Power is peak, but I'm not playing it all the time, you know what I mean?
For a bit. Only party variant in the game to not use PVZ2.
Too old to order off the PVZ2 menu. Too old? Yo, has anyone in here seen the shit-ass Odd Ones Out show? I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Odd Ones Out. I like his old videos, but dude, this show, his Netflix show was actually so bad. Oh my god.
Music. Give me.
I could only watch like 5 episodes. I think it was like 8 episodes a season. I only watched 5. Jesus Christ, man, it was bad.
Some of that Pirate Seas Ultimate Battle. Or just
That's actually fair. We could have had like a Pirate Sea song instead.
play 1700 sea shanties. Also,
You're bad at the game.
why does using the barrel cancel party time?
I had no idea that was a thing either. Wait, I only watch a Chazington video. That is the correct thing to do. Never watch Oddballs. Literally just watch the Chazington video because it's like 10 times funnier. No, you're actually so base for that.
Who the fuck designed it like that?
No, you're not allowed to take the reduced damage.
Yeah, that's like really weird. Wouldn't it be kind of useful to have super speed while you're in the barrel? I don't know about this character, man. I mastered him years ago. What's going on?
I'm taking away your legendary mode right now.
16 in viability though, because Deadbeard is just that good. Zombies don't really have many genuinely terrible characters like the plants do. Party variants got a creativity score of 3 in the last video because they were literally just slightly downgraded stock weapons with confetti effects on them. Not only does Party Man produce so much confetti that it has the AC parry effect of just blinding you when you shoot it,
I feel like I've ever really like been affected by that.
but the music of
honest.
its legendary theme is boring, so it gets knocked down.
You don't like it, man? Man. Man, I think you too mean. Listen to this shit. Peak? What are you talking about? He's just a Debbie Downer. He's from Frownyland.
Down to a 1. Deadbeard.
What the fuck? Dude, come on, man. A 1? Brother.
is similar to the cactus in terms of its tolerability, but the cactus is just a bit funnier, and because the plants have such fat heads, they're always dealing critical damage to you. But because this variant is so mediocre and uncommon, it gets a 13. 13.
Fair enough. I don't have too much to say. He kind of just ruined Captain Partyman for me and pissed off, so fair enough.
23 overall. Rugby star.
What the fuck do you want me to say, man? His design is actually hideous. He's not good. Creativity-wise, he's just a less fun wrestling star. And he's an all-star, so he's kind of annoying no matter what. Nah, fuck this character. You ranked him too high. In fact, I think this character's more deserving of last place than AC Perry. I'm gonna keep it 100. Dude, oh my... I hate Rugby Star so much. I'm absolutely dreading when I actually have to play this character for more than 20 minutes when I'm grinding for max rank. Dude, I'm actually dreading that so hard. That's going to be awful. I hate this character. Jesus Christ. Cook him, GOAT. Cook him. You know what? You're my GOAT all of a sudden because you agree with me.
Another all-star variant that looks too similar to the normal one.
And he has a gross-ass fucking, like... What is this, man? He's like a discount Ninja Turtle. It looks awful. I hate him. He's stupid.
Again, take off the hat, and you'd barely even be able to tell it's a
He may as well take off the hat, dude. At least he'd look better.
different variant other than looking at its gun. So it gets a 5. Did you know that other colors exist other than this one specific shade of red? Have you ever played as an all-star and thought, oh, I really wish I was a pea shooter right now? That's the Rugby Star. I like how its primary weapon.
Except at the very least... whoa. What, do I have a fucking speech impediment? At the very least, Wrestling Star actually, like, pulls that up. What the fuck even is rugby? Rugby is a full-contact, high-intensity field sport that originated in 19th century England. Oh, so it's just gross British football. I see how, dude, I hate rugby all of a sudden. It's American football, but instead it's gross and it's British. And it doesn't have Jordan Love. Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, that's bad, bro. Are there any nerds in here that play rugby, bro? Are there any nerds? Because I might low-key come up with, like, a slur for rugby players. I'm sorry.
Weapon is called the...
I'm kidding, by the way. If you play rugby, that's alright.
Rapid Fire Rugby Launcher.
It's also padless. What, so you can't hit as hard? Fucking ass, bro. Like, a major fun part of American football is how hard you can hit people. And so when you remove pads, even if you're allowed to hit just as hard, there's still that, like, you know, mental cog in your brain where you can't actually fucking hit them that bad. PurpleZombie is in the UK, by the way. Fuck PurpleZombie. No, he's a great guy. I love his videos. I love his videos. He's great. If this nerd plays rugby, though, my respect for him has dropped. Fuck rugby.
Yet it has the second
I'm taking another sip of my hot chocolate.
lowest rate of fire out of any all-star in the game, but the mediocre primary doesn't really matter that much because it can just do that. So it gets 11. What if the all-star was worse but had splash damage? All-stars in general have the most boring character gimmicks. That and their
Yo, that's actually facts. Like, half of the Garden Warfare 2 players out there couldn't tell you the gimmick of a baseball star. In fact, pop quiz, no one's allowed to use Google. What is the gimmick of baseball star? If you get it wrong, you're banned.
samey does
If you don't answer, you're safe, I suppose. I can't really do much about that.
lines and color schemes, just make them all blend together. But in terms of the uniqueness of all-star weapons, this is basically the Mona Lisa, so it gets an 8. What part of rugby involves pelting people with explosives?
Okay, like, correct it. Okay. Give me, like, an image. Yo, look at these nerds, bro. Oh, these are nerds. Who even is this guy, bro? He's got like a fake podcast. Zero Max got it right, by the way. No one gets banned. Woohoo! What the fuck do you even do? It's basically a Okay, so it is continuous, kind of like basketball. That's kind of cool. Oh, no. Wait a minute. So maybe give this character Baseball Star's gimmick. Because Baseball Star's gimmick is how fast and continuous he is. Give that to the sports that is fast and continuous. I like baseball for some reason. Like the sport or the character. Like Baseball Star. I don't fucking know. Baseball's boring. Like, the sport's boring. I'm sorry. I'm kind of a nerd with sports, though. I kind of only like football. And, like, I actually like volleyball. I do like It's football and volleyball for me. Otherwise, not my thing.
Isn't
And running.
the base all-star an American football player anyway? Isn't that, like, extremely...
You're kind of weird for liking Baseball Star. I can't lie. Yeah, no, just dude, if you swapped their gimmicks, it would make more sense for their individual sport. Dude, this character actually PMO. Last place. This character deserves last place. You were too mean to AC Perry. I swear down.
Me similar to rugby? I don't know. What the fuck do I know about sports? I'm making a fucking Plants vs. Zombies ranking video. Only thing I remember about rugby is that during the first year of secondary school, they made us practice tackling each other. And they
Fuck yeah.
paired me with the largest, bulkiest kid in the...
See, PurpleZombie would have been a great football player. Look at him. Look at the guy. They should make an all-star that's good at all ranges, CBH. That would be fun. Maybe that's what Golf Star should have been. Because that also kind of resembles golf a little bit. You have to use, like, all different ranges while playing golf. You know what, dude? The All-Stars deserve, like, their own entire video. They're such an interesting class because I feel like they waste so much potential. But that would genuinely get, like, 10 views, so I'm not sure if it's worth the editing.
The entire year group. And I think from subtle context cues, you can gather the type of build I had back then. So that...
I guarantee you this guy's actually swole in real life. I guarantee you this guy's bench, like this dude's max bench is like 225, max squat 495, and he's just keeping it a secret because he's got that nonchalant aura.
That didn't go too well. Look, all I'm saying is that if you wanted an all-star that
My hot chocolate's already gone cold, bro. What the fuck?
throws splash projectiles at people, should have made the footy star, who starts throwing glass bottles at his son when England gets eliminated from the Euros. Tolerability, I guess the splash damage would make him ever so slightly more of an annoyance, but I feel like there's other things that he and other all-stars can do. So 10, 34 overall. Zoologist.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I'll talk about it in a second. Basketball Star would also be a pretty good pick for that kind of gimmick. I know nothing about basketball, though. Besides that, like, the couple weeks of PE class in middle school where I had to play basketball was actually dog shit. Like, I hate that sport. Most other sports, I, like, don't love them, but I can, like, you know, I can have some fun with them. I hate basketball. And I'm sorry if there's any basketball nerds in chat. It's just straight up not fun for me. Yeah, that's a good pick, though. By the way... Oh, were we still talking... Dude, I spent so much time talking shit about the rugby sport. I forgot how long we were talking about Rugby Star. I'm like zoologist. What the hell, man? This is my first, like, major disagreement. I'm putting him in... Hold on, let me actually remove the letters, because these actually don't, like... You know. Dude, every aspect... Excuse me. Every aspect of Zoologist is good. You can, like... You can get some good kills with him if you play him, like, with an assassin-type playstyle. He's like, I guess he's a bit annoying. In 2 minutes, you won't like him anymore. Well, I already don't like him. He's dunking on my boy. That you didn't hear that. That wasn't a real voice crack. Dr. Chester's kid deserved better. What even was Dr. Chester's gimmick? Like, I'm assuming he'll bring him up in a minute. Guys, I'm a Garden Warfare 1 LARPer, bro. The closest we got to a swim star is a cosmetic. I'm sorry, Bubba. My sport was literally the base variant. I'm living good. Football fans everywhere are living good. Besides the Super Bowl sucking complete ass this year, but we're getting too off tangent. Everything about Zoologist is good except for his design, which is goated. So you know, this guy's actually been very, very good at proving me wrong. Maybe he'll absolutely shit on my opinion.
This is a pretty decent design, you know?
Decent? Oh my god. Dude, his design's peak!
It is just covered in rotten creatures. Got a nondescript rodent on its head, snake on its leg, and a koala on the back. This guy probably smells absolutely rancid.
Yeah, he does probably smell pretty bad. Bro probably smells like the wild crats after a creature adventure. That's some ball knowledge.
But his gun being a porcupine is kind of funny. 90.
Yeah, I kind of like how his gun literally just shoots fucking porcupine. Like, the implication is that the zoologist is just squeezing the porcupine so hard that it releases the spines. It's like watching your parents fighting. Okay, Max, me and your mother have decided that we aren't going to be friends anymore. This is because he used an Odd Ones Out clip to compare the landscaper to a hairy ball sack. So we're gonna have to part ways. You're gonna stay with me though, okay? I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this.
Teen in appearance. The zoologist is a close range character, so you know what that means.
Bro, play him like an assassin. That's like how he's designed, I feel like. Or I was kind of like, that's what I was saying about Hot Rod when I was reacting to his plant video. And apparently just no one plays Hot Rod the way I play Hot Rod. So maybe I'm like a weird outsider.
What kind of foul mutant is that cactus? Looks
Is that real?
like the type of slop I'd put in loads of variants. But yeah, similar to the chomper, which is not something you want to hear. You need to get good positioning to be able to sneak up on plants and start unloading spikes into them. But
To be fair, you do need to straight up be like committing a colonoscopy on the plant for you to actually deal damage. So yes, he is just an objectively worse chemist. Because chemist has way better spread. But he's fine enough. Like, creativity-wise, maybe he isn't good. Maybe he's just, like, mid. But I don't know. I'll let him talk.
But unlike the chomper, the scientist has warp, so it's a lot easier to get to people. Still, in Plants vs. Zombies map-wide sightline warfare, a close-range character is going to be hit or miss. But the zoologist hits sometimes. I don't know.
They made the chemist from Temu. Facts. That's basically what this character is.
Oh, like 10. Creativity-wise, the zoologist is a blatant ripoff of Dr. Chester.
Yeah. So I've been told. And his design isn't nearly as funny, so. Yo, I wish I had a bag of spicy Cheetos on me right now, bro. Dude, a bag of spicy Cheetos would go hard right now. Man. Zoologist is just a reskin Dr. Chester. See, I'm a Garden Warfare 1 LARPer, so I didn't even know that. I have like 100 or so hours on Garden Warfare 1, but I don't remember shit from that game.
Who couldn't be brought over to Garden Warfare 2 because the marriage fell apart after Chester Cheetah called Garden War.
Okay, PurpleZombie, this is not a very sensitive joke to make when our son is literally in the audience. Jesus wept, man. Read the room.
Fair in bed with the Menchie's frozen yogurt brand. Which,
Dude, I remember the... Dude, I forgot the frozen citron Menchie's collab existed, bro. That was like the best learning experience from the previous video. Besides him teaching me what a scrotum was. Oh, dude, that collab is fucking hilarious. I love that.
which means the zoologist is literally a home brand variant. The Tesco Cheese Puffs to Chester's Cheetos. Melee range character with a narrow barrel that has an animal on their head. So you're getting a 0 in creativity.
Get fucked. Okay, so he only really shattered my dreams in like one category. I had no idea he was just a blatant ripoff, so. Let's see, where is he? I don't really have a category. You know, I'm going to just keep him here. That's good enough. That's pretty much what the same.
I know I throw the term reskin variant around very often, but this is a reskin. A pretty good reskin. But we're not talking about appearance here, are we? Because this category...
What the fuck did you use like a...
But we're not...
Could you really not find a clip that didn't have like foreign language subtitles right in the middle of Buzz Lightyear's face?
Talking about appearance here, are we?
Where'd you get this clip, bro?
Because this category grades the uniqueness of
Shit,
the weapon.
what the
Could have
fuck?
at least brought back the Cheetah Hill Station in a new...
Dude, I leave my mouse hovering over the Windows logo for too long. Suddenly politics are all up in my face, bro. God damn.
royalty-free form, but I guess the people were just clamoring for the fucking armored bling station.
The people were clamoring for the armored bling station. We all... we all love armored bling station. Excuse me, by the way.
Melee characters often feel a little bit unfair, you know, if you're not paying attention, they'll just come out of nowhere and drop you in a couple of seconds. But that's definitely on you if that happens, since every character has a giant beacon above their heads almost always.
Like, the one good thing about BFN was getting rid of spawning icons.
Still, it doesn't just disable all of your inputs and make you watch a 5-second long vor animation when it gets you, so it gets a 6. 35 overall. Really?
The same place to get playable bosses online in Garden Warfare 2 boss mode. Download in description. The fuck are you on, bro?
Hurt by
I'm just trying to watch some PurpleZombie, man.
having to live up to the title that is Dr. Chester.
True!
Tennis star. Oh,
What the fuck is he doing this high, Bubba? Okay, let's once again think about the sport. What is tennis all about, right? I need someone else to answer that. I haven't played tennis. I of tennis. High intensity, full body sport, explosive, stop and go movements. It's all because of the afro. His design's pretty good. You know what? That's probably why he's ranked him decently high. He's going to be like, finally, man. They finally gave an all-star an appearance that isn't just fucking red. Okay, so you know what? For, like, fast-paced, high-intensity sports, I think, like, a character that runs really fast as their gimmick is, you know, pretty fucking boring gameplay-wise, but at least it's, like, faithful to the sport, you know? Tolerability is what's keeping him this high. Yeah, he's going to get carried by visuals and tolerability because he's not good and he's not fun or creative. So, yeah, get Chud dunked.
my god, an all-star that isn't just red, white, and gray. They actually...
God, I'm so smart. I'm actually such a genius. I have basic pattern recognition.
He added a different color.
I did not sound like Gordon Ramsay there. Piss off.
Incredible.
Good job.
16 in appearance. Tennis Star might be one of the most nerfed characters in this game.
I think he is. Like, he's just full on the most neutered character in the entire franchise.
Launchy was pretty busted, I will say, but again, they gave him the armor chomper treatment.
Maybe if they went, like, all in with making him fast, he'd be kind of cool. Like, if they genuinely made this dude, like, twice the speed of a regular all-star, he could be kind of funny. But at that point, he'd just kind of become a character where you, like, run in, explode some shit, and then run away. So even then, that wouldn't be that. This character gimmick was just doomed to fail. I swear, the second whoever from PopCap was like, alright guys, we're going to have to make 4 new variants for each old class, the people who are, like, actually developed the variants are just sitting there like, huh? Because, like, that feels like what this character is. Whoever made this character has character block, art block, or whatever it's called. I don't do enough art to really have that.
But they just neutered his gimmick of being a more mobile all-star. Why does the motocross star move faster than him?
What? Wait, he isn't even the fastest all-star anymore? Then what's the fucking point, man? I forgot to rank him earlier. Jesus. Because, like, not even his appearance is that good, bro. Yeah, I'm keeping him there. That feels like a fair spot. That character, he's just useless. That is a useless character. God damn, man.
Was the
Pisses me
nerf
off.
to his damage, speed, and speed again that needed? Like, I feel there's some other things in this game that need a bit of addressing, but I guess if you nerf any of the
Already Super Commando slander, bro. That segment's gonna be so good, bro. We're gonna be eating that shit up.
foot soldiers,
Did y'all hear that knuckle crack? That was tough.
then XX Fart Gamer 23 wouldn't be able to upload 75 jump shot compilation clips onto the Garden Warfare 2 Xbox community page. Still not that horrendous, but it's just kind of mediocre. 11. This was one of the only All-Stars with an actual creative idea behind it. A
What?
tennis player needs to be on the move and agile. But they felt the need to
Okay, that's cool, but yeah, exactly.
homogenize the variants into being the stock character with minor, barely noticeable stat alterations. It's just boring. You're boring.
Give him a 2.
You get a 0.
Thank you! You know what? You're so right. I was being way too nice to him.
A letdown. At least he got the honors of being compressed into an upgrade in BF.
That is like the worst threat ever.
I hope your favorite character in Garden Warfare 2 gets reduced to a fucking BFN upgrade.
That would stop whatever bullshit your op is doing. If your enemy is doing some bullshit, just walk up to them. I hope your favorite Garden Warfare 2 character becomes a BFN upgrade and they shut up immediately. That's how I deal with all my ops, because I definitely have ops. Because I'm definitely, yeah.
FN, which actually expands on his gimmick by removing every restriction it had whilst attacking, which is also probably.
I'm gonna go put my hot choco in the sink. I finished it. I'll be back, and I'll come back with some water so I can be more healthy. Once again, having more viewers when it's just the chair. That's amazing. BFN is one of the most unbalanced video games of all time. It's like its balancing is boring somehow. Or I don't know what I'm talking about. Boring, bro. It's just its balancing is so boring. Oh my god, it's bad. Fuck BFN, dude. Oh my god.
Even more extremely overpowered than launch Tennis Star, because they let you combine it with an upgrade that removes the priming up time as well, which basically turns it into a 200 health foot soldier. There are people that
Yeah, that's a perfect analogy, Pulley. It is just that BFN was just a kid who got zero love. Except he only got... BFN is this child that his parents, like, truly believed in. And then, like, 5 people called the kid, like, really mean words, so the parents just genuinely threw him in the dumpster or something like that. That's basically what BFN actually is.
ironically think this game is fair and balanced.
Oh, guys, you see, they got rid of the variants, and the game is better now because there's less fucking stuff in it.
I guess it's balanced in the sense that now instead of a few characters capable of doing some horrid nonsense that makes you want to throw your monitor out the window, it's just 90% of the entire fucking character roster. Speaking of tolerability, Tennis Star sure is an all-star. 10 is star.
Wow, so his tolerability wasn't even that good.
87 overall. I should really make a video on BFN, but it will just be like a 40-minute long neurodivergent rant and whatnot.
I think the only character I'd put above, like, C tier. The only character in BFN I'd put above C tier is probably, like, 80s action hero, and even then he's not even that fun. He's just mildly entertaining because of his primary. PvZ3 failed art school and caused a world war afterward. PvZ3 just straight up is Hitler. I'm convinced. Or, no, he's Stalin. PvZ3 is like a communist. What's that one shit-ass animal movie that just came out with Seth Rogen in it? About, like, communism? That's PvZ3.
An abhorrent mess it was, so I don't know. What do you think? Captain Flameface.
This is a pretty good ranking. This is about where I'd put him. God, don't you love it when your water bottle is so fucking broken that when you drink from it, it just spills all over your pants? We love that. That's why I should pretty much just be... Never mind, I won't say that. Yeah, Animal Farm. PvZ3 is Seth Rogen from Animal Farm or something like that. I like TV Head because it's a playable brown coat. See, no, you're actually spitting. Because as a kid, when I was playing on, like, the trampoline as a kid, fantasizing about a Garden Warfare 3, I always wanted a playable brown coat. So I'll always appreciate the idea of TV Head and Wildflower. It would have been cooler if it was Squash instead, though, so...
This is a good design for a fire character. Singed beard.
Oh yeah, I need to rate him. Where is he? I read the book. It's a million times better than the movie. That's what I've heard from I haven't heard it from a single person who likes the Animal Farm movie. Even creepy clown guy who likes dog shit movies didn't even like it. So that's how you know it's... Excuse me. Dude, voice cracks are all over the place today. Not even he liked it. And he's a genuine fan of Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. Yeah, Flameface has a really cool design. And that's about it. He's pretty annoying. He's not all that good. And he's not super duper creative going off this guy's scale.
Singed hat. Looks like he's just been microwaved. But in a good way. 19 in appearance.
Yeah, big
Flameface
fan.
is pretty alright, I guess. Just worse than Deadbeard, but with a fire effect. Like,
There's a good Animal Farm movie? I didn't know that. I find it really funny how Captain Flameface's origin was by accidentally catching his beard in a toaster. Is that like in the sticker book? That's cute. I love the origin stories they give occasionally. Like how Super Brains just constantly thinks he's in an 80s action movie. Wouldn't it be cool if they had a playable dandelion class that can summon weeds / browncoats? You mean just the exact opposite of a wildflower? It was back in the 50s? Like the good version of Animal Farm? That's weird. I didn't even know about that. I just know about the Seth Rogen one where he goes like, I love to laugh.
What else do you want me to say? Here's a fun fact. Its shotgun is tied for the lowest damage per second out of any primary weapon in the entire game. And I think despite having the same damage output as Fire Rose, I know its 50 damage flaming death orbs are a bit more useful.
Dude, I know Fire Rose is like a dog shit balanced character. You can never make me hate Fire Rose, bro. She's so fun. Both the sticker book and from what I heard, PvZ Heroes had that too. That's fun.
Than this thing. Good.
Flameface is in PvZ Heroes? What? I never knew about that. That's kind of cool. Okay, so I've learned one thing from this video, but it's not like a penis though. So I need to keep searching.
Barely boil an egg with that. But again, fire damage on a sniper. Ironically, the Centurion probably does a better job at sniping than him. 13 in viability. Tell you what the Centurion doesn't have, though, is projectile.
Centurion isn't all that good. Is he gonna reference that, do you think? Do you think he'll make the most obvious reference ever when we get to Centurion? Also, by the way, penetration, even like the most stoic of Flameface defenders won't even remember he has a penetration upgrade because it's dog shit. You will never, ever use penetration on any character. And that includes Mob Cop. Fuck you, Mob Cop.
Penetration. Oh boy. I love losing out on a valuable ammo upgrade because the developers really thought you'd somehow fire a pinpoint bullet that hits 5 people at once instead of 4. That's all this upgrade does. That's the only unique gimmick it has. Other than the
At that point, just give him the zoom upgrade instead. That's like slightly more useful.
Fire damage. 1. As for its tolerability, it's a sniper that can set you on fire, so that's a 5 and a 38 overall. Moto X.
Once again, way too fucking high. Way too high. This character is so boring. He doesn't need to exist because, what's his bucket already exists? Goldie Star. Goldie Star is just the exact same character, but with a cooler design and more fun. Where's my fucking tier list, dude? Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, get fucked. Way too high. Way too high on the list, Mr. PurpleZombie, man. Way too high on the list. You know, so far, he hasn't had any, like, catastrophic takes. What the hell even is Moto X? His gimmick is that if he shoots you with enough dog shit, then you can't use your abilities. But you can still move around and stuff. And he also does pitiful damage. So he just feels really pointless. He doesn't feel like a character worth playing. And he's also going to feel like dog shit. Oh, you're talking about, like, the sport? Yeah. It's dirt biking. Mentals of not Buddhism. There is no Buddhist star. That'd be kind of funny, though. Motocross. Google AI. Just like all my essays, do everything for me. I'm playing, I write all of my essays because I'm goated. Body control. Standing on your balls. Maintaining pressure on your balls. Neutral position. I don't know what the... Yeah, you know what? They did the best with what they could. They should have just done esports, bro. Esports is way funnier. Whoops. Esports is way funnier than that shit. What primary would Buddhist Star have? He'd shoot you with, like, an all-encompassing light, and you get enlightened to a higher power when it lands on you. I don't know what the fuck Buddhism is. Insta win. The hell does a sport even mean? You're a motocross LARPer. You know that?
Motocross star, whatever. That Moto.
Mo.
Now this is a good design for an all-star variant.
Do I got a leaky bum?
Yeah, it's got the standard red and white color scheme, but they got a bit of green in there too, and a bit of brown with all that mud.
We love to hear some Mario music though. I think that's some Mario Kart World music. Hold on now.
Also, one of his feet have just been ran over. It's funny. 17 in appearance. Mo is as shit as the shit he shoots. It's basically a fusion of rugby and goalie.
What the fuck is he doing this high, man?
Yeah, is a weaker version of the ice effect that just disables people's abilities, and a weaker primary. It's basically to goalie star what rugby star is to all-star. I'm sick of saying the word star. Really wish they hadn't made all of the stars so mediocre. Maybe 90% of them wouldn't have been right at the start of the list. Does have an increased speed modifier. Moves even faster than the tennis star, which I find really funny.
Oh, I heard that mic pop. Oh, you're canceled. Oh, you hit your mic mid-recording. You can't do that.
Still gets like a 10 in viability though, like it's nothing special. Spraying mud at people is a funny gimmick, but it's literally just ice but weaker.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't already.
Like gameplay, like I guess like aesthetically he's kind of creative, but like gameplay wise he's just goalie star but less fun.
Have an ice variant, then it would be more notable, but it does too. Just gonna give it another 10 in tolerability. Yeah, the mud disabling your abilities is kind of annoying, I guess, but when compared to the other debuffs, it's just sort of mediocre.
It's not even mediocre, bro. It's bad.
39 overall. Baseball star.
Oh my god, it's Zero Max GOAT apparently. His GOAT of all time. Okay. Okay, so this isn't his rank. Baseball, I actually think it kind of encompasses baseball because, like, you're not constantly running with baseball. Rather, you kind of do it in bursts. So having, like, a burst type character is kind of creative. Yeah, we'll just slap him and see. I don't know what else to say about him, man. He's kind of boring. he has a few cute parts about him. What's up, Ridge Butler? He has a few cute parts about him, but I don't really care for him. Yo, y'all trying to do a Disney cruise together? Well, let's all do a Disney cruise together. That'd be peak.
Nah, 12. Baseball star has the highest damage output out of any all-star in the game. Would not be scoffing at that 101 DPS. However, he overheat.
Mario Galaxy mentioned.
I'm also gonna turn off my lights so I can be a little scoundrel. Oh. I can turn my computer screen a bit more down without getting blasted by glare the entire time.
It's quite quickly, but also recovers from overheating quite quickly. But they kind of messed up how overheat works in this game. If you just keep firing, it'll just break again after an extremely short amount of time, which kind of defeats the entire purpose of it. Still 19.
The only, like, kind of fun thing you could play around with Baseball Star is, like, in between your overheat delays, you use one of your abilities to kind of pace out your attacks. But it's honestly, that's not even that efficient. Bro, I live in Alaska. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? I don't even remember what I said.
In viability though, because you can't go wrong with that damage output. Such a powerful character that rarely gets used because he's about as memorable as a grain of sand. I know I just said what his gimmick was with the decreased overheat penalty time and all that, but it does not tell you at all what this character...
God, I love it when Garden Warfare 2 just doesn't bother telling you the gimmick of a character. It's literally just like, oh,
This guy's weapon is sure to put some plants to Plowtown.
And that's it. Peak. My favorite, rare aesthetic.
It does in the game. It took me genuine
You
years.
were talking about the Disney cruise. My fault. I don't know. How does living in Alaska have anything to do with that? Also, Megamind should have won. Well, did you account for the fact that Zero Max has some posts now?
Years to even figure out what this character actually does.
Oh, that's 2 mic pops. Y'all hear that?
Genuine years to even figure out what this character
Oh, that's going in the books. That's pretty bad, gang.
actually does. Game just says, oh, it fires faster. Not like that's the gimmick of like 2 other All-Stars.
Oh, dude, Hockey Star better be top tier. I fucking love Hockey Star.
What's special about you? But now that I know what this thing is
Bro,
supposed
fucking
to do,
Christ.
it's still...
Was that Green Bay? Yo, they got rid of Brandon McManus. No, I don't give a shit about Democrats, bro. They got rid of Brandon McManus, bro. Yo! We're actually going to be able to kick field goals this year. Let's go. Megamind through. They made him a fucking idiot in the animation. I liked the analysis significantly more than the actual fight for that episode. Like, the fight was okay, but the analysis was way more fun, in my opinion.
kind of baffling because, like I just said, the overheat.
Didn't he have the Metro Man suit? Yeah, they did literally nothing with the Metro Man suit. And also, Minion did nothing. He just sat there eating popcorn the entire time. Even though, whatever, man. Whatever.
System is broken.
Shay Frillas, who's the guy who made like a whole video essay on why Megamind was so good, literally posted on Twitter that I didn't like the episode. If we can get a Shay Frillas video about Death Battle, that'd be kind of sick. We're so off topic, golly.
So you get a -1 in creativity because
Oh, get fucked.
genuinely, what do you even do? Feels like they were just sat around in a brainstorming session, like,
What sports are there? Baseball's a sport.
Yeah, well, they literally ignore basketball, volleyball, track, swimming, all that, whatever. Oh, what? I just muted it. My fault.
Zombot GPT generates me an exciting gimmick for my brand new baseball.
Chat BBC, make me an entire all-star character. Can't make him too good, though, because we can't have PurpleZombie giving him a good ranking 10 years in the future.
Themed all-star.
boring. Also very.
Goated Zomboss, voice, by the way. That was good. What the fuck are they gonna do with track and swimming? Give All-Star just the burrow ability and just have that be the Swim Stars gimmick. He can just burrow. Except instead of eating them, he kind of like jumps up, puts them in a chokehold, and then repeatedly slaps them with a pool noodle until they die. That's Swim Stars gimmick.
Variants is so boring. This variant is so uninteresting that the game doesn't even bother to tell you what it does. Tolerability 10 again. These are just all the same. Would you like a fast-firing, overheating minigun weapon or a fast-firing, overheating minigun?
Hop off my goat, Hockey Star. If Baseball Star even touches Hockey Star, I will fucking demolish you. Or whatever Peter Griffin says. It was basically that.
Weapon. How about a fast-firing, overheating minigun weapon?
Golf Cannon, Golf Star we'll talk about in a minute. I'm assuming he's pretty soon, but we'll talk about the guy.
Not satisfied with that? How about a 40 overall? Paleontologist. Another.
Got my vote. Because you're a swimming nerd. Dave bought 3,000. Make a swamp-themed chomper that in 10 years people will call worse than Epstein. Shouldn't be laughing at that. Okay, that is sensitive subject matter. You just see the pool star and you see your teammate get brutally murdered by a pool noodle. Wait, what's the... This is what Pool Star will be moving like in Garden Warfare 3, bro. Oh, shit, they stunned me. Let me grab my trusty pool noodle. Oh my god, never mind, bro. Okay, so his Y ability will be burrow, and then his RB will just be straight up shoving the plant's mouth open and then jabbing the fucking pool noodle into their throats. Make this guy a fucking DBD killer, bro. Golly.
A member of the science.
That's a decent enough rating. Can't wait for the ping pong star where he does like 15 DPS but has projectile penetration. How about give him like a Junkrat? Y'all ever played Overwatch? Give him like the Junkrat type ability where it bounces off the floor, because then that kind of resembles ping pong as like a, it's not really a sport but like a game. What were we talking about? Paleontologist. Putting him below Dr. Toxic is a shout because his design is way cooler. In fact, this is a I'd say this is an all good but none spectacular. He's pretty good. He's not super annoying. He's like for a dinosaur themed character, giving him lava is a pretty creative idea, and his design is just pretty good. Nothing about him goes like insanely hard, but he's good enough. Also, my dreams were fucking shattered with Party Man, and I don't know why he was still in that tier.
His class with an animal on their head, but instead of being something that looks like it'd be found 10 steps into Route 2 on a Pokemon game, it's a Triceratops skull. Cannot go wrong. 20 points.
Triceratops is a goated dinosaur, by the way. One day, once I have like a fairly decent viewership, we'll do like a big ass dinosaur ranking. Like, we'll do a dinosaur ranking. We like do tons of research on each dinosaur, and we give them a ranking based off like a system kind of similar to this video. That'd be fucking sick. Also, I can't believe we get the other shoulder revealed. Yeah, because that was definitely the only thing I revealed during that live stream. Nothing else whatsoever. Nothing else on my body was revealed during the stream of May 1st, 2026.
Points in appearance. The Paleontologist is one of the easiest characters to use in this game. Is essentially a fire pea with self-healing and a shotgun. All they had to do was not give it splash damage, and it would have been fine. This is the only scientist that has splash damage, and it's the bloody fire variant. Sickening! 16 in viability. The Paleontologist is...
We don't talk about the stream, Ridge. I won't ban you. You're alright. One more slip up and you're fucked, though.
Unique in terms of fire variants, where instead of being the stock variant but slightly worse, it's actually the Archaeologist, but significantly better.
Wait, where the fuck is Archaeologist? What the hell? Oh my god. No way. Archaeologist is like bottom 10, brother. What are we doing? Wait, are we still in? Yeah, we're out of the bottom 10 and he hasn't touched Archaeologist yet. That's kind of wild. Unless he's like literally the next character.
Free in creativity, because at least it's not just ripping off the stock variant for once. As I have previously stated, fire damage.
That's bad.
Splash damage.
That's bad.
Self-healing.
That's
horrible! 1 intolerability.
Really? I'm gonna be for real. I don't get tilted with this game very often. I especially don't get tilted by fucking paleontologists, so.
Tier character. 40 overall. Only ranked above the baseball star because at least I remember he's in the bloody game. Goalie star.
This is like one of the funniest characters in the whole game, bro. You can freeze someone, kill them with an imp punt, turn around, freeze another someone, and sprint tackle them. That shit's hilarious. Oh, that's a fucked up ranking, bro. That's a fucked up ranking. The goat is washed. Dude, dragging shit with a mouse pad is absolutely abhorrent. Okay, so would me having fun blowing people up after freezing them be viability or creativity, do you think? What the fuck is the Roomba doing in here? Oh, never mind, he's gone. Alright. I'm gonna say it's creativity. No, that's viability. We'll stop in viability for now. The purple bad opinion zombie. True. This is his first, like, really bad take. I'm gonna be for real. Like, not really bad as in, like, awful, but just, like, I disagree heavily. Also, why does he have, like, a blue Z on his ear? What'd you do to Luigi while he was sleeping?
Oh, what joy! Another enthralling all-star variant to talk about.
At least the hockey mask makes him look pretty unique.
He does look cool.
Even if I do mix up its name with the
You're thinking it's creativity? I don't know.
hockey star a lot.
It is really fucking funny how there are two hockey characters. Yeah, I couldn't do a basketball. Couldn't even do a soccer star, which is like the most popular sport in the world. But by God, if we didn't make two hockey stars, this game would perish. Dude, they could have made hockey star a soccer star. That's the funny part.
They are based on pretty much
Same, like, you know, different design and stuff. Like, same weapon, it could have been the same thing.
the same bloody sport. Plenty of other ice-themed sports to pick from. Whole bloody genre called winter sports. Like themed sports to pick from. Whole bloody genre called winter sports.
Oh, there's a nerd I know who actually thinks these games are fun, bro. There's a complete good-for-nothing nerd who might be in chat right now, I'm not sure, who actually thinks the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games are fun. I'm gonna jump him tomorrow. I'm gonna jump him because that'd be funny. Beat him up for liking Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Make a Mario and Sonic platformer crossover already, goddammit. Or a Mario and Sonic movie crossover. That'd also be kind of cool.
Sports like having a football star and a rugby star. 17. For my notes, I just put freeze and imp punts, maybe. I don't know.
Yes! And freeze and sprint tackle. That's just as funny.
Oh, so the unique, like, leashes from the sky can fathom. I mean, it is the second best ice zombie. Miles above AC Perry, but miles below the Arctic Trooper. Perfectly mid. 14 in viability. All-star, but ice. He also had...
Are there only 3 ice zombies? What the fuck? There are. There's only 3 ice zombies. Idea for volleyball star, make it shoot slowly inflating volleyballs that make them bigger the farther away you are. Also does the same damage. So, like, it's just the hitbox that gets bigger? I don't know about that. I feel like that could fall apart balancing-wise pretty quickly. I don't know, though. Anything's possible. What are the all-stars this guy added in loads of variants? I'd have to check that out. Like, besides esports star. Wow, that's actually wild. There's only 3 ice zombies. That's weird to think about. There's like 10 ice plants.
Has reduced damage fall-off and overheat slightly slower. Most of these elemental reskin variants having random unexplained stat differences makes me feel like the game balancing sector at PopCap is just 10 chimps throwing feces at a spreadsheet. 2. Goalie star automatically receives a lower tolerability score than the other all-stars, solely because he's an ice variant. 8. 41 overall. Electrician. This guy a lot.
This is about where I'd put him, I think. The fun thing about Electrician is that it's kind of fun when you're getting bullied by the teleporter and turf takeover, and you could just mow through the horde that's camping the teleporter. Other than that, he's kind of nothing. So where is he? One or two good aspects, we'll say. He's fine.
Lost all of his aura in Garden Warfare.
Man, Garden Warfare 1 just had a bit more aura, didn't it? He was just a bit more auraful.
2. He had mystique and edge, and now he's a bit chud-coded. Not like a vehemently hateful, bigoted type of chud, but like a whimsical chud. Lollipop in hand, colourful propeller hat type of chud.
That's
Room's
me.
a bit messy, yearns for affection, but he knows that to get it, he needs to work on himself. No idea why they shaved all the engineers going into Garden Warfare 2. Also suffered the blue curse that all the electric variants got in this game as well. This gun looks like a Projector 10.
Yeah, I don't really care for his design. I kind of like the fuck-ass wire coming from his back, though.
Viability-wise, Electrician is pretty decent.
Aim for the floor, Bubba. She was... Nah, that's that dude. She was standing by a large rock wall, and your character has splash damage, and you're playing an electrical variant. You could have shot the rock, or you could have shot her flower, and it would have done damage to her either way. But instead, your dumbass tries landing a critical hit with an engineer class, bro. That's on you. I can't lie. If you lose this... Dude, if you lose this... Oh my fucking god, if you lose this. Dude. Jesus Christ, man. Ooh, that hurt to watch. That actually hurt to watch, dude. Jesus Christ.
I know it's being healed, but that thing had like Torchwood levels of bulk.
No, you just suck at electrician, man.
Dave's been giving these things too much bloody plant food. As we know from prior experience, splash damage characters with electricity are usually quite
Oh, does he have splash damage, Mr. Purple? Okay, I'll stop.
good at crowd control. And with how much these plants like to huddle up in a big writhing mass of agony, an electrician
Where the
can be
fuck's
all
my
you
water
need
bottle?
to
I
stop
can't
the
find it.
sunflowers from fornicating.
17.
No, actually, where the fuck did I put it? There it is. It was on the left side of my chair, not the right. Ping Pong Star shoots 3 randomly spreading ping pongs, and Surfer Star has slow but strong splash projectiles and a rocket jump for some reason. I fuck with those ideas. They're not, like, awesome, though. How long have we been going so far? Jesus wept. I've already been streaming for longer than most movies, and it's 25 minutes in.
Now, whilst the electrician might look like a generic electric variant, he has massively increased splash damage compared to the regular engineer, which I think gives him a little boost to his creativity score, since that fits the crowd control playstyle a bit more. 5. Now, whilst the electric variant might... whilst the electrician might look like a generic electric variant, the giant splash radius and electric damage make this guy a little bit brain dead. Like, you can just sit in one place all...
I don't know, man. I've never been annoyed by an electrician. The only time I've ever been annoyed by an electrician is if I'm camping teleporter like a chud. In which case, I deserve to be annoyed.
Days spamming projectiles makes it slightly more annoying than the average engineer. 9. 41 overall.
Welder.
Don't give a shit about this character. He used to be my favorite because my only opinion back when I was like a super young kid was if they had fire damage or not. Pretty bad all around. I don't like his design is kind of funny, I suppose, but it's still pretty mid. He's pretty lazy. He's not super creative. Not very good or fun. Not very... Like, you know, it's fire damage, so he's pretty annoying. Yeah, pretty bad character. Not, like, abysmal, though.
Put your bolt blaster away, Welder.
Welder looks a lot...
Also, why the fuck have there been, like, 0 ads? Did this dude get demonetized? They made the Pyro Engineer. Except at least Pyro in TF2 is like a fun character with things to do as him. This character is just Engineer, but you deal a little bit more damage after you die.
A lot more devious in this game. Before, his mask just looked like someone scribbled on him with a permanent marker. But now that grin has been welded to him. Got the cone head smile. I know.
Yo!
Grin has
Wait.
been welded to him. Got the...
You know, every once in a while when he shows up a plushie guy, it what the fuck was his name, dude? I think it was like Luigi fan. Yo, did anyone watch these back in the day, bro? What the fuck? Does he still makes like the exact same content, dude? Golly. Maybe I'm not trying to be mean, but maybe never mind. He has 640,000 subscribers. Keep doing your thing. Make your bag. Make your fucking bag, dude. Yo, this is some ball knowledge. If anyone has watched this when they were younger, dude, that's some ball knowledge. You get some special stars from me.
Cone head smile. I know that would strike fear into me. Both for intimidation and to protect from harmful radiation. 23 in appearance. Only not a perfect score because there's no point hanging on to that.
Oh, we got some ball knowers in chat. I see y'all. There's some ball knowers in here. Fat, let me find the episode I liked. Hold on, let me see if I actually... It's probably one of the more popular ones. Come on. 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 Yes! Yo, it's this one! Fuck. This guy actually has ads.
Children's
Mega tangent, I'm sorry.
relief, which means less this and more.
Stay up to date on the channel's content.
Alright, that's the last one. Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the film. Cannot wait.
Dude. Oh my god, this shit actually hit like crack back in them days, bro. Dude. The purple... Dude. Wow. Ugh. Shit, I'm getting sleepy. I need to lock in. We have like 10 more hours of reaction left.
Hey, just give
Let
up.
me just sit for a moment and appreciate that he hasn't talked about Landscaper yet. I'm glad that he's at least decently high on the list.
Shave it, man. You look better bald. Welder isn't as good at...
Yeah, that shit was addicting, bro. You're right.
Crowd control as the electrician, but cannot go wrong with a bit of the old horrible combination that is splash and fire damage. A solid 16 in viability. It's another elemental reskin variant, so it's automatically not...
Dude, can my water please just work, man?
It's scoring creativity, but they also forgot to give it the...
You kind of sound like him.
But I just got comfy!
But I just got comfy. No, I don't. You sound like my mom comparing me to River Phoenix. My mom thinks I look like River Phoenix. Or is it Rupert Phoenix? I don't know. She thinks I look like something Phoenix.
Fire damage indicator color, so it just looks like it deals normal damage. Another variant they forgot to finish. He's like that in Garden Warfare 1 as well.
Oh no, man. Would you bother finishing Welder? If you were like at PopCap, 7-hour shift. Yeah, what game was that around now? You had Super Mario 3D World waiting for you at home. You had, I don't know, nobody owned a Wii U. You have what video games existed in the early 2010s? Whatever, you have the Lego Movie waiting for you at home. PopCap managers like, hey, you can finish Welder or you can go home a bit early. Respectfully, you are like cartoonishly slamming your Chromebook shut. Not your Chromebook, your you know what I mean? No one's committing to finishing Welder, bro. Be honest.
2 whole game development cycles and they never fixed them. 1 in creativity because I'm petty.
Yeah, this character kind of sucks.
Let's see. So we got splash damage, fire damage, and a stun ability. 3 intolerability, 40 free.
Bro, you gotta go back. Fine. If I don't sound like this guy, you're banned for 5 minutes.
Wait, who hitting me? Protected behind these seats. Ow! No! Ow! You didn't like it! But I never got my 2 cans. Well, guess it's up to me.
Come on.
No. But I didn't get a chance. I didn't get no chance. No! Alright, that's the last one. Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the film.
Dude, I don't... Okay, you know what? Chat, you'll be the judge. Ridge Butler, if you're wrong, you're banned for 3 minutes.
3 overall.
And by that, I mean you just can't type in chat for a few minutes, which is like, who cares?
Party imp. You ain't
Oh, the first imp. You know, I'm perfectly okay with him ranking party imp low. Because he's the only imp who doesn't have a unique mech, which is kind of lame. At least Z7 mech, while pretty similar to regular mech, has, like, unique abilities. This character's just boring. Shit-ass character. Not actually. I don't hear it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Someone's a bit cooked. I think my voice is a bit too high-pitched. Maybe when my balls drop, I'll sound a bit more like him.
ain't fooling anyone with that hairdo, mate. We all know you're spray painted an already existing cosmetic.
Oof.
McDonald's fries yellow. Still, despite that, it's probably the most visually appealing party variant because it doesn't have the...
That is just absolutely wrong. Party brains, bro. Or party corn.
Color scheme of a microwaved peck of Skittles actually has a design that isn't random flecks of colors you'd see on an autism awareness poster. And whilst the mech is a recolor, is a decent paint job. Even if the green spots make it look like a bioluminescent leopard. 14 in appearance.
Oh, so you gotta be like combining the imp's design with the... Ooh, I kind of like that.
Viability, the party imp is pretty much a direct upgrade from the normal one. It just has 5 more points of ammo. Okay. I think the main downside is that the mech doesn't last as long, but mechs usually last about 5...
Oh shit, zero maxed. Oh, you're gone for 10 seconds, Bubba. Ooh.
5 seconds before being gunned down by about
He's out of there.
17 P-Gatling, so you're not going to be using it for that long anyway. And you can't even get party time in the mech unless you get shared vanquishes in particular, because I guess they just...
I didn't even know that. Not that... You learn something new every ranking.
I don't know, man. This game's such a beautiful mess.
I was 1 fucking kill away from party time.
All of Ridge's comments just got... Dude, they did! Oh, if I ever make a video out of this, it's actually gonna be hell.
Oh my god.
That's okay.
Fuck!
19 in viability, because look at that 100 plus DP at...
Wow, Zero Max, I think that was the first time Zero Max has ever actually used his abilities as mod. Zero Max got mod from that dumbass Blookit stream like 2 months ago. And only just now used it.
For a minute, its mech deals more damage than the regular Z-mech. What? They might as well just not let you select the normal imp when you unlock this guy. Put down those imp blasters. Your new career.
Bro, I can still see them. Screenshot all of them and email them to me.
Is being punted. Also, its mech has the highest DPS of any primary weapon in the game, you know? Why not?
Most of that fucking image. How do I go back frames? There you go. We taught this chimpanzee to understand Garden Warfare 2 game balancing techniques, and he hanged himself. Jesus fuck. What is the actual... One more tangent. One more tangent, and then I'm banned from tangents for 5 minutes. Or something like that. They taught him American politics. You know what? That's kind of based. Based chimpanzee, bro.
Usually I'd give the copy-paste party variants a free in creativity, but firstly, Party Imp's got a banger theme. And it's
Oh, so now you bring up music during the creativity. But the party plants just didn't get that luxury. Dude, do you want to hear an actual... Shh, this doesn't count as a tangent. It's actually related to the ranking. No, like, music. Hi, Wolfie Plays. Dude, Wolfie Plays with long hair was fire. Oh my god!
After dark.
Who the fuck eats at Denny's?
This is actually a good one.
What's the point? Actually, dude, putrid that he didn't bring that up in the plant ranking. Unless I'm remembering wrong, but I swear he didn't.
got a unique ability. Is one extra thing recolored so you can have one extra point in creativity.
Yay!
As for its tolerability, imps in general are like a rock.
I eat at Waffle House. I'm gonna keep it an absolute stack with you. The only reason I know what a Waffle House is because queso exists. Queso is a better advertiser for Waffle House than any of their ads. Their pancakes are disgusting. Also, Denny's used to be good, but now they're just pretty bad. Bro, what's your... You don't actually have to email me. That was a joke. You're alright, papitos. But now they're just pretty bad. How do you fall off as a restaurant is my question. You have the same fucking recipe. What just happened?
Rotten little insects. Except instead of buzzing around you and laying eggs in your bin, they throw grenades that just lock you in place and suspend you in midair.
I should have kept my
little
lights on.
shithead can just mag dump into you.
Waffle House is a boxing ring.
Like, yeah, you can just shoot
Wasn't there
back.
a clip where someone like dabs up Joe Biden at a Waffle House or something like that? My dumbass screenshot of all of them. Come on, man. You think I'm really just gonna leak my fucking email on stream? I appreciate you going the extra mile, but you're all right, man.
But imps might as well just reach through the screen and unplug your keyboard. But I think like a 7 in tolerability, because despite that, imps are about as fragile.
Dude, so much water just went up my nose. Holy fuck. Oh, it's like I snorted underwater, dude. Like I snorted in a pool or something. God damn. Ooh, that hurt.
As a paper straw, that man would dissolve in a bottle of Pepsi after a few minutes. 44 over.
Waffle House actually has common fights during that nighttime, dude. It's open 24/7? What the fuck? Yo, should this transition into a Waffle House stream? I've been going on so many fucking tangents, I may as well. Jeez, I swear a lot. I'm Vivzy Pop, bro. I talk like Vivzy Pop. That's bad.
Overall, Z.
Have I been ranking at all? No, I forgot to do Z7. Was there any other characters I forgot? I think I'm up to date, right? We'll go with that. All good, but none spectacular. are we doing, Bubba? Well, I don't know what you want me to say, man. He's just really fun. He's extremely good. Like, this is one of the best characters in the game. Yeah, his design's sick. His mech's really fun. Oh, that's wrong. He's wrong for this. Excuse me. He's so wrong for this. Let's see it.
E7 Imp. Never played Mass Effect, so I don't know what character.
Yeah, what the fuck even is Mass Effect? Just don't do it at this point. I just want to go to bed quicker. You know, this stream will be archived, bro. You can hit the hay. You might want to do a 2-part stream. That's honestly, that's what it's looking like right now. What are we at right now? 2 hours? Yeah, we'll try to get halfway tonight. It's like 10 o'clock for me. I won't be able to do a Saturday night stream. I could do like Sunday evening.
Thing from that game it's based on. But I tell you what, this Imp's stylish. Got a jacket you'd see on a dodgy looking group of 17-year-olds in the southwest of England. Literally has a giant orange pocket knife. A solid 20 in appearance. Viability wise,
What? It's just an ordinary crabby.
Oh my goodness!
this is an Agent P level threat. Except this guy doesn't need to get crits. All he needs to do is chuck a gravity grenade at you and smash the button faster than the developers were smashing the generate text button on ChatGPT, making half the All-Star variants. Yeah, it's one of those bloody LOL-P type variants where you have to click the buttons.
I'll rate that FNAF jump scare reference like a 4 out of 10. That one was pretty cheeks.
The All-Star variants. Yeah, it's one of those bloody LOL-P type variants.
Oh yeah, that's a mid FNAF 4 jump scare right there. 2-part stream would be pretty good. Okay. Well, we'll go until like I guess after Chemist. I now know Chemist is the 55 mark. We'll go until then.
It's where you have to click the buttons as fast as you can. So you know what that means. Closet cheats that will make you the coolest garden warfare.
Nintendo meme that'll make you the coolest friend in the group chat. First off, we have this does not.
Holy
Not
fuck,
Mama the
dude.
Mia. You can
Dude, who remembers this channel, bro?
send this if someone's.
Jesus Christ, I'm an old man. This is actually like a top 10 funniest video of all time. What the
says
fuck?
Something disappointing. If someone has an idea that you don't like, all of the above.
Who is using, dude? Who is using this? Does not Mama the Mia's? Every time I hear that I have to like walk home from school, this does not Mama the Mia. Every time I have to wake up a bit earlier for something, this does not Mama the Mia. Every time we do extra running at football, this is not Mama the Mia. I use it every single time. It's so peak. If I was we are all using this is not Mama the Mia. Anyways, final tangent, I promise.
2-player in the PVZ e-dating server. Hang on a minute. He's there again. He's on the top row of the DPS chart twice. His mech deals 155
Jesus
DPS.
Christ. Falcon backhand, though.
Instant 25 for the Z7 Imp. Z7 Imp's quite creative. Got those dual semi-auto pistols. Can
Yeah, I
just
like it.
abduct people with an orb. I reckon a solid...
And then you bitch slap them. That's the best part.
This character costs £8 to buy. You...
I think when I bought this game, the deluxe edition was cheaper.
Gluttonous, greedy pigs. Yeah, let me just put one of the best characters in the game
Behind a
paywall.
paywall.
Microtransaction for a game you already have to bloody pay for. I got on the Twilight Chomper's case for this, and at least the Twilight Chomper is a chomper, you know? It's not meta-defining.
Jeez,
like this
dude,
cable,
chill out with the audio.
pint-sized prick. -1 in creativity.
Okay. I feel like monetization has absolutely anything to do with creativity, but whatever.
As for its tolerability, I really don't think I need to even give a reason as to why I'm giving this character 44 points. They called him the Z7 Imp because he costs $7.99. Physicist. How are those glasses?
Oh. I really like his design. You know, I just like electric damage with, like, healer class characters. And so, you know, Physicist is no different. He's good at all ranges, which is nice. Pretty unique for a scientist. In fact, maybe. Nah, he's not quite there. He's fun, though. I do like him. Fun character. Never really get annoyed by him either.
And on his head. Must be using some sort of physics engine exploit. Because he's the...
Do physicists even use lightning? This doesn't count as a tangent, by the way. Physicists. This is some nerd stuff, bro. This has nothing to do with lightning. Lightning and the thunder.
I don't remember at the point of the list where it's all the variants have barely anything to say about. Oh wow, it's a slightly weaker version of the scientist with an elemental effect. How fucking enthralling.
The fucking like loud ass sound effects are scarier than the intentional FNAF 4 reference.
Now I have some knobhead in the comments called some shit like Physicist Fan 2004. Start having a mental breakdown because I'm not that interested by the 28th cut and paste elemental variant. 19 in appearance though.
Let's just check comments real quick, please. There's no Physicist Fan 237 or whatever, bro. I'm disappointed.
Oh, because I like his design. Shockingly. Scientist, but slightly worse.
Shut the fuck up, man.
And with
10 chain damage.
That's really bad. To put that into perspective, it would take 3 entire electrical bursts to kill a basic weed.
Ooh, that is pretty bad. This is not Brennian Basher, the BFN multiplayer. That's a bit too wordy. We need to find like a quicker way of saying that. Bro, he definitely got demonetized. I don't know, he doesn't even like swear that often, nor does he like use copyrighted content. So I have no idea what the hell happened. Dude, when I was watching the plant ranking, there would genuinely be ads like every 5 minutes.
What is even the point?
So I have no idea what happened.
Please use this weaker version of a character that you don't need to unlock, and you too could slightly inconvenience some other plant standing nearby. I mean, it's not that worse. It can still two-shot 125 health classes. It's 16. I'm just going to put the number 3 on the screen because that's the amount of differences it has from the scientist and the amount of sentences I have written about him. So, tolerability.
I don't know, to be fair, actually, I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. I've completely changed my mind. He gets dropped down to 1 or 2 good aspects. Because, like, bro, he's just like, he's not, like, physicists have nothing to do with lightning. So I feel like that's just kind of inherently less creative if you just picked a word that kind of sounded like lightning type thing and then picked that for your scientist guy. That's a little bit lazy creativity-wise, so I'll drop his ranking a bit.
I tolerate you as much as I tolerate the other scientists. 7, 45 overall. Party brains. What's the party character?
Before we chat about party brains, I'm gonna go take a piss. Get all of my energy out on the toilet seat instead. I'm also gonna mute myself because last time you guys could hear the toilet flushing, and that's... Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna go play baseball with my brother and sister. I'll be back. Have fun playing with your siblings. Playing outside is always a joy. Appreciate nature. It's amazing. Anyways, what the fuck are we doing with party brains down here, bro? Creativity is the only thing I'll give you. Because his design is hilarious. I love the purple. I love, like, I guess... Okay, I'll give you design and... I'll give you appearance and I'll give you not tolerability. And maybe creativity. I don't even think creativity should be that low. Because Super Brains' playstyle works so perfectly with... His playstyle works so perfectly with party characters to the point where it's like the fact that they slapped a legendary meter on him is already like creative enough in my opinion. Maybe I'm looking into it too much. Maybe that's a viability thing and not a creativity thing. I get kind of confused sometimes with this system. We'll let the guy talk. I did pause him straight up immediately, so.
Usually look minging. I think the color scheme works pretty well with party brains. Looks like a flamboyant set of curtains, further supported by the fruity fists. Still 13 no, if it moves too fast I'll get a migraine. Party brains, like the party imp, is pretty much a direct upgrade to the normal super brains.
Yeah, sadly.
Except the shitty beam that all super brains has is even shittier.
Who's using the beam though? Be honest. The beam is something you use to try to, like, distract someone or something like that. That's about it. Super Brains' lowest rating being this high is good because I like Super Brains. Me too. He's probably my favorite class.
Oh no, not my 1 damage wet tickle beam that overheats in about 2 seconds. What am I ever gonna do without that? The party fists are identical to the heroic fists, and whilst a legendary mode on a melee character has proven to
not work out that well in the past,
Super Brains is miles better than that mouth-breathing little decimal KD ratio having flytrap freak. They can travel across the map in seconds, pursue those pesky peas atop the roof.
Oh, that was a bad... Oh, give that an instant replay.
The map in seconds, pursue those pesky peas.
Oh, he used the kick too late. He got stuck on some terrain.
Atop the roof.
That's going to dock you some points.
The buildings and can deal damage at range. Not much damage, but 1 is better than 0. 11 in viability though, because he's still a melee character. If there's a couple of cacti at the back of the map, you're just getting gunned down in midair. The creativity of the party. 3. Super Brains.
Fair enough.
Is my favorite zombie character. He just goes around punching people whilst going boopity boop. Therefore, I find this class extremely tolerable because they're really funny. Maybe I should have had a category for how funny a character is. Tolerability is always going to be low because my cortisol levels must look like a boiling kettle. Anyway, it's not like the chomper.
Let me try to make this shot of my Rice Krispie wrapper into the trash can with lights turned off. I made it. I'm the GOAT. I'm actually Himsky. Anyways, keep talking.
That has 2 abilities dedicated to disabling all the inputs on your controller except for launching at your TV. Does not feel unfair to fight.
Shit, I just spat Rice Krispie everywhere.
For brains. And Party Brains gets like a 19. Sky Trooper, the first of many foot soldiers on this list. As you might have gathered from the last video, I'm not too fond of this class. Mostly because
my brother and sister gave up after I hit 1 home run. They need stronger wills. The enemy team doesn't care that you're not having fun. The enemy team doesn't care that you're tired. You need to keep playing.
I'm just tired of seeing them. There's nothing wrong with the soldiers themselves. It's just that every game there's at least like 5 foot soldiers.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, you're playing on Walnut Hills. This is an ever so slightly misleading image. Let's see. Party Brains. Yeah, my fault. I forgot about the ranking. Party Brains. You know what? Fuck you, PurpleZombie. I'm putting him there. He is a creative character. Which guy are we talking about?
Soldiers, yes. As you
Sky
might have
Trooper,
gathered,
right?
Trooper.
Oh, I like Sky Trooper, man. I love me some Sky Trooper. Yeah, we'll have a shit ton of slander for sure. I agree. You know what I'll give? Sky Trooper's like the absolute equivalent of all good but none spectacular. I only kind of like how creative he is. I only kind of like his design. He's only kind of tolerable. He's actually pretty damn good, but you know, he's fun. I like him as a slightly more like bang 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 bazooka version of Foot Soldier. Foot Soldier is such a well-rounded class, whereas I think this is like a purely like fast-paced type character. So he's not like totally useless. I understand why. Excuse me, he's not super high. Like, I get it. Also, my image is permanently the fucking the coolest memes to make you the coolest kid in the group chat, and it's making me laugh every single time.
The first of many foot soldiers.
Maybe I'm a loser.
Many
Just
foot
ignore it.
soldiers on this list. As you might have gathered from the last video, I'm not too fond of this class.
They are very annoying. No tolerability. You can fuck over every soldier in tolerability, and I'll be perfectly okay with that.
Mostly because I'm just tired of seeing them. There's nothing wrong with the soldiers themselves. It's just that every game there's at least like 5 foot soldiers.
Again, you are doing Walnut Hills, so that's slightly misleading, but
On the zombies. Like, calm down, this is Walnut Hills, not the bloody beaches of Normandy. Which is why I haven't seen any of them until now, because the tolerability might be in the trash compactor, but they are consistently well-designed, good, and at least somewhat creative. Tolerability section really just messes with the rankings.
exactly. You know, I've been intentionally trying to not talk about it as much, because I think at a certain point it got kind of annoying when I kept on yapping about it in the plant ranking. But dude, tolerability is like by far your worst idea for the ranking. You should have replaced it with just basic, like, a fun stat. How fun is this character? Because, like, creativity kind of captures that, but not quite. I think instead of tolerability, you should have done fun.
doesn't it? Oh well, I'm like halfway through the second ranking now. There's no use changing it. Sunk cost fallacy and all that. But
I don't want to talk about it, man.
But first, appearance.
Yo, Joseph, he actually just put Joseph Stalin in his video, bro. That's fucked up. Right after talking about D-Day.
Sky Trooper's got little wings on his gun, and he's got little wings on his rocket launcher.
Cute.
Even as a pilot helmet, a perfect paratrooper to deploy in Nam. 17 in appearance. And you know, he might do pretty well on the front lines with that monstrous 105 damage per second, as well as the foot soldier's very decent set of abilities. However,
yeah, this guy's just kind of like an offensive shithead, and I like him for that. I think, you know, there's a good couple of foot soldiers that also capture that idea, but this one does it in a unique way, because his primary is pretty much just the exact same thing as Rake Soldier, which is why he's probably not very high up. He's gonna get fucked in creativity, I bet.
But because of his increased rate of fire and decreased ammo, I hope you like reloading every 3 seconds. Still, I reckon that's like a 21.
Not that bad once you have the upgrades, though.
Creativity, sleep-inducing, 5 less ammo, slightly less damage per shot, and 100 more rate of fire. Type of thing you see in Battle for Neighborville as a...
Battle for Ninjago? Y'all trying to hop on Battle for Ninjago? The real BFN? Was anyone into Ninjago? I never really got into Ninjago. When it comes to Lego, I was always more of like a Lego games kind of guy. Like, I just really liked the Lego games, and I've really gotten to like the TV shows. And the movies, of course, but everyone likes the Lego movies. Besides the Lego Ninjago movie. In fact, so...
3-point upgrade, so fittingly...
And Lego Movie 2 sucks.
You get a free. Did you know that there's an unused Graveyard Ops track featured in this little PopCap Alive segment where they're playing as the Sky Trooper?
Yeah, let's get some thumbs up for Owen in the chat. Hashtag Owen is on fire.
Oh, sure.
Hashtag Owen is on fire. We are all using that.
Let's get some thumbs up for Owen in the chat. Hashtag Owen is on fire.
Oh, sure.
No one fucking used that.
Oh, it's as good as Owen. Anyway, tolerability. Foot soldier players. They are
Lego Batman 2 is peak. Like the game? Oh, dude, Lego Batman. Dude, Lego Batman games are fire. Come on down to Ninjago. Come on down to Ninjago. You love it here and we know it, yo. Come down to Ninjago.
Everywhere.
Love it.
Most played class in the entire...
I was really into ninjas as a kid.
A game.
I never really was into ninjas. I was more of like a... I don't know. I was a superhero kid. Before, like... Super Mario and Plants vs. Zombies was like my big hyperfixation. It was Spider-Man. I still love Spider-Man, but dude, I was actually obsessed. When I was a kid, I would dress up as Spider-Man and then stare at myself in the mirror just because I loved Spider-Man so much. I think that's when my parents found out I had autism.
Again, cannot blame them. But after the 9th time one of these pricks rocket jump in the air and impale you with a ZPG before hitting you with the...
Too bad you need a supercomputer to run the newest Lego Batman. Is that real? Is the new Lego Batman gonna be like physically demanding? That's fucking bullshit. It's a Lego game. Bro, it's a Lego game. Come on, man. Wait. I kind of completely forgot. Okay, so I think I'm chilling. Ooh, but you're a PC nerd. Ooh. Another L for the PC nerds out there. Pea shooter players. They're greedy. They only think of themselves. I'm more powerful. I am Breakfast Brains. Episode 8 is by far the best episode of Digital Circus, by the way. Like, I like them all, but 8 is goated, bro.
He's mildly annoying.
You can pinpoint the exact instance they get Xbox Game Bar to save the last 30 seconds of a recording so they can upload their epic jump shot montage to Reddit just to get 4 upvotes and immediately buried by about 10 posts of some slop slurping sewage swallower posting a random Giddy Park screenshot and saying, BFN is a cinematic masterpiece and you are the reason why it stopped getting updated.
You! Oh, someone in a Reddit comment section said they hated the yellow cactus cosmetic.
I guess we have to shut down the entire bloody game studio now.
You know, it is slightly the community's fault in my opinion, but I like the bit.
It's been like 6 years since the leaves began to change.
It's all gone.
Garden Warfare 1's about to be taken off life support. Garden Warfare 2 is in a medically induced coma.
Garden Warfare 2's fucked, bro. Let's get this 500 Walnut Hills kill streak on the road. Welcome back, my wabby wabbos.
And Battle for Neighborville died in the womb.
That was a really weird tangent. I don't know why I went on that.
7.
Oh man, I never go on weird tangents, so I can understand you at all.
Intolerability 48 overall. Dr. Toxic.
I think this character's a bit too high. But you know what? Despite that, he is probably gonna get a higher ranking. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, he actually will. I merely like everything about Dr. Toxic except for his design, which I really like. So him and Zoologist can be little buddies at the top. Cause why not? They can chat about Digital Circus or whatever. They probably don't. Actually, no, this guy probably smells like shit, so he probably does like Digital Circus.
The nuclear physicist, because there's already one of them, so they were just like,
Dr. Toxic's gonna be the guy that doesn't put on deodorant before going to the theater.
Toxic. Imagine if the paleontologist was just called Dr. Fire. All I'm saying is that the radiologist was right there. Although I guess
that would have been
tough.
tough.
With MRI scans is a little less interesting than dousing them in plutonium. Very good design for a toxic character though. Unlike that fraud Toxic P, this guy actually uses that respirator. 21 in appearance. This guy...
Yo, so you're telling me Toxic P is like a toxic LARPer? That's crazy.
It has a much more noticeable increase in its fire rate. Downside is that each shot only does 45 damage each. But hey, at least it has the toxic thing going, even if it is just fire damage but abysmal. Oh boy, I could stand near people and make them take 2 damage. What a useless mechanic, like a
When did they... Dude, who designed the toxic gimmick, bro? Who cooked that up in a lab? Someone thought they were cooking shit up.
Genuinely, what is the point? 14 in viability. This is another one of those Garden Warfare 1 elemental variants with about 10 random stat changes on them. Just take a 7. I don't know. I don't care. As for its tolerability, it's just sort of 7. 49
yeah,
overall.
Who cares?
Hockey star. Well...
If I was of legal age, I'd go grab, like, an alcoholic beverage after hearing that. But instead, I'll just have to settle for a water bottle that spills on me when I try to drink out of it. Boom. Take that, Bubba. Goated character. Let's see what you have to say, though.
Whilst the hockey star sort of just blends in with the rest of them, 10. In my opinion, this is probably the best All-Star. Like, yeah, I guess Baseball Star hits harder, but Hockey Star can sustain that damage for longer. And he's more accurate, so it's more fun to use. Won't be having your balls spraying everywhere. Just a nice green stream of death and destruction ready to mow down hordes of plants. With the overheat upgrade, this guy can fire for almost 6 entire seconds.
Yup.
That's removing any plant. Sometimes it's about endurance as well as power, and this guy is the best of both.
Yes!
20 in viability. And yeah, I know
He's
you
spinning!
can tap fire with the All-Stars.
Why is he this slow?
He isn't that big of an issue, but like,
That's coming out, you DPS.
Apparently I forgot to put Hockey Star's creativity segment in the script. So,
His backup microphone doesn't sound as shitty as it did in the plant ranking. Damn.
I'm just gonna give it a 10. It's fine.
don't really get that upset. Also,
I don't know. The fact that instead of launching like hockey pucks or something, he launches stinky gloves. Peak. I don't know how they, launched so far, but who cares about that? They're radioactive, that's why.
Stars, so another 10 in tolerability for the Hockey Star, already at the 50-point mark. The plants didn't get that much until 31st place. Arctic Trooper. Now this
Dude, what was even the point of making this tier, bro? I'm never gonna fucking use this. The reason I love this character so much is because you get a freeze and then proceed to ZPG characters. Also, can you see any of my text messages and check something like that? Yeah, I see them, bro. It's just sometimes I don't have much to add to your messages. And you've been kind of like jumping in and out, so I don't want to continuously go like, oh, alright, see you, Ridge Butler. Alright, what's up, Ridge Butler? Welcome back. Alright, see you, Ridge Butler. So that's why I've been kind of spacing out your messages a bit. It's not, I'm seeing them, don't worry. Yeah, my favorite part of Arctic Trooper is blowing people up directly after freezing them, because that shit's funny. So I'd just say he has really fun creativity. He has a really cool design, too. Imagine IRL getting hit with a glove so stinky it does damage to your vital organs. Yup. Oh, well, okay. Dude, genuinely, what happened to those gloves to inflict that kind of damage?
This is how you design an ice variant. None of that.
What if we made the Citron
Dude, I just love his fucking frozen foot, dude. It's so good.
white and put snowflake PNGs on him? Got that iconic fluffy hoodie, which makes him look like a Thomas the Tank Engine character. Comically large block of ice.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows.
On his feet. Also in the ice maps, you can just see Arctic Troopers frozen in the snowy wastes. What a fucking moron. 20 in appearance. I think this is hands down the best ice character in the game. Freezes in under a second.
Yeah, he freezes like fucking crazy. The sweat of every max rank foot soldier. That's probably what the ice is. It's frozen foot soldier sweat.
Up with a ZPG, and why am I using the multi-rocket?
What the fuck, dude?
Would you rather deal 300 damage instantly or 200 damage over the course of about 5 seconds? Which genius at PopCap came up with that one? I like how most of this footage is me hiding behind a wall from about 17p Gatlings. Is this seat of time of the North Korean border? But yeah, blocking someone from making any inputs just by...
Dude, what the fuck was that? Is this it?
As we age,
oh my
our
gosh!
cells become fragile.
Just let me do a tangent in peace. Yeah, this is the music he was using. Hell yeah.
by shooting
This guy's editing is so good, bro.
them is extremely powerful, and because Ice doesn't care about how much health you have, this is the best character in the game to deal with those troublesome Torchwoods. So I reckon a 21 in viability. Did that imp just move the sunflower out of the way of the rocket? Bold decision from a
That happens to me sometimes.
character that gets punted as a game mechanic.
That was a bullshit consumption too. That is bad.
I think another engaging mechanic to add to this game is that whenever you pick the Hot Rod Chomper on the character selection screen, 30 square centimeters of your skin should be slowly peeled off. Creativity.
I don't see much of that.
They took the Z1 Assault Blaster and added Frozen to it, just like how I'm taking...
Yeah. Fair enough. I just kind of count creativity as like the fun category at this point, and it's just fun freezing people and blowing them up.
The Arctic Trooper's score and adding a 2 to it. Playing against an Arctic Trooper is like playing against a disease. If you've got your meds, then it's not much of an issue. But if you don't, you're just gonna freeze up and die. Combine that with the fact that it's a foot soldier, and I think the words grievous bodily harm come to mind when being killed by one. However, as previously mentioned, the Arctic Trooper is to the Torchwood like what gay folks are to an internalized homophobe. Instantly disables them. Seeing a Torchwood on the enemy internalized...
Why do you use this image of Zomboss as like a homophobe? Is Zomboss canonically homophobic? He is not canonically homophobic. Alright. He is woke. He is a woke monger.
Is homophobe. Instantly disables them. Seeing a Torchwood on the enemy team as an Arctic
10 losers found dead in Texas.
Trooper.
Because a fictional zombie
3 sevens on the slot machine. So for ridding the world of my biggest op from ops.
In the comic, that's when he says he hates rainbows. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Gets you extra points to your tolerability score. Still only a 7 though. 50 overall.
Little Drake.
Ooh. This is a good placement for him. Oh, whoops, that is the wrong button, my friend. Wait, how long are we streaming? Jesus Christ. I don't really have much to do tomorrow, though, so we're alright. Yeah, I don't care for his design too much. His projectile speed feels kind of weird. So maybe viability-wise, he's kind of annoying. All good, but none in spectacular. Just kind of alright in all categories. Alright.
I was looking for reference images of Little Drake, and they put this guy on a hero showcase with the bloody Frozen Citron. Did they not want people to play the game that week or something?
Could have been worse, though.
Anyway, decent little design for Little Drake. Got
He is annoying, so that's...
crap-inch looking thing on his belt. Little dragon wings.
His reload animation is tough. He does have, like, his two little dragons kiss each other. That's cute. Better than Drake, yup. The sequel to Worse Than Epstein.
And his mech becomes a big Drake. A character that can summon a giant mechanical dragon is going to get a somewhat large boost to its appearance. Even if it does look like the dragons ran into a wall at about 40 miles an hour.
I forgot we counted mech's design, so giving him a good appearance is fair enough, I suppose.
20. Whilst the Drake
fair
mech
enough.
is one of the coolest,
It's not one of them.
It's awful. No, it is so bad. The second a pea shooter on the enemy team clicks the Y button, you're just cooked.
best is basically the mech equivalent of a chomper. Gets bullied the instant you call it in, and extremely difficult to close the distance without dying. When you get close though, it can quite literally melt people, and it has 400 health. Not that bad, but there are better.
Are the dragons gay or lesbian? I have the perfect person to ask. Are called okay, I know they're called Basilic Blasters. Oh, male. A young or okay, so they're gay. There's already Armor Chomper worse than Diddy. Is that actually a thing, bro? Jesus Christ, man.
Mechs, and the imp itself kind of has the barbecue corn syndrome fire character that sprays weak little orange pellets everywhere. So it's just kind of annoying, really. Still, the projectiles don't move at 40% the speed of light, so 12. The thing with imp is, even if they have the most boring primary weapon going, they've all mostly got a unique mech with its own custom ability set.
Yeah, creativity-wise, imps kind of have like a cheat code, pretty much.
Can breathe fire, can also do a tackle ability, and the windshield thing.
Shit does nothing.
Which is an ability that it has. Or sort of like how it can do 5 little jumps like it's trying to take off, but it can't because this idiot.
Yo, why does the dragon mech have like the worst jumping?
Made the wings too small. 15. So it's a tiny hitbox character with fire damage that can summon a giant mechanical fire chomper. I think they should rename Little Drake to Little Bastard for intolerability. 51 overall.
Fair enough.
Park Ranger.
Oh, I love Park Ranger, bro. Man. Man, this ranking's starting to look a little more bare bones. A lot of foot soldiers. Dude, look how many foot soldiers are left. God damn. Wait, what the... Oh. Dude, this guy's a Captain Squawk supporter, too. I just realized Captain Squawk isn't on the ranking yet. Anyways, Park Ranger. I fucking love this character. Love this character. Jesus Christ, man. Dude, the stink... Dude, I miss him so much. Dude, I miss playing him in my max rank streams. Ah! Dude, the mini stink clouds are so fun. And it works with Park Ranger exquisitely well because he literally has like a big papa stink cloud afterwards. Goated character. And I like his design too. Kind of goated everything. Besides viability, he's not like super good.
Put some bloody trousers on, you filthy green man. Maybe you deserve to have that bear trap strapped to your leg. 16 in appearance. I know I use the term defecate a lot, but this character literally attacks you with skunk feces. Its weapon is literally a shit. Because as a foot soldier, Park Ranger is extremely mediocre. It's another one of them.
Yeah, it's not super good.
Use a little bit of work. Give me the training wheels. Like, yeah, the gas is pretty gassing a stationary target, but
yeah, it is. I don't know. I think it's fun to kind of like try to predict. Like if you know a plant is going to walk in a certain area, you could just shoot the floor around them a couple times. That shit's kind of fun.
Firstly, there's another thing foot soldiers could do against stationary targets, and
that as well. But it's a bit harder to predict shit with the ZPG because its reload time is, you know, like 10 minutes.
Secondly,
no one in this game bloody stands still.
So it's basically just a weaker foot soldier with splash damage. Doesn't even get a damage or ammo upgrade. It just gets 2 mold spore upgrades instead. 16 in viability. It quite literally stinks, but it's still a foot soldier, which
He didn't point out the reload animation. Yeah, it's sad days.
That stench with a lot of deodorant. It's weird how they didn't make a legendary variant of the most played character in the game.
Yeah, maybe they... Dude, they could have made... Dude, they should have made this character, should have made this character legendary. That'd be funny. Or Scuba Soldier. Or Tank... Tank Commander would be kind of lame because Iron Citron exists. I'm not sure who you turn into it. I'd say Park Ranger would be a good legendary, in my opinion.
It might have been out of mercy, but it's quite funny that we've got the gassy soldier instead. 10 in creativity. Probably one of the more tolerable foot soldiers, purely because no one is using this thing. Can't even get the
a
picnic baskets back from Yogi Bear, let alone get a decent kill streak. Whenever someone's
I got my epic quest that was get a kill streak of 10 while playing this character. I'll have you know.
In a random lobby with a foot soldier, they are not using the fuck.
That shit did not land.
Stomping a random lobby with a foot soldier.
What the fuck was that, bro? That wasn't even,
dude.
Using whatever.
The fart soldier. 951 overall.
Alright, this will be the last one. Now I'm going to bed.
Wrestling star.
Fine. Fine. I've got an idea. You know what? I'm gonna make sure this tier actually gets used. I'm gonna make sure this tier list actually, part of the tier list actually gets used. The power of such a broken ability. Yeah, fuck CPG, bro. Because All-Stars... Actually, no, what the fuck am I doing? What am I talking about? Design. All-Stars design is genuinely, like, the coolest thing ever. Look at this thing, bro. Bubba looks pimped out. He looks pimped out. His primary is actually unique from other All-Stars. Let's see. He's very tolerable. You're never getting fucking pissed off by an All-Star. Viability is where he might slip. So, alright, let's see what he has to say before I hit the hay. Insert another rhyme.
Is that gold I see on that design? Something other than red, white, and grey hasn't got the color scheme of a dehydrated American flag. Comically
dehydration gun.
Large spiky soldier pads. What? Comically large spiky shoulder pads, a luchador mask, and he fires little figures of himself at the enemy. Also, it lets you...
Is that real?
Luchador mask, and he...
Couldn't get the model to load, but you can gather what it looks like just from the textures. That is so weird. What? He shoots mini versions of himself? I get it's meant to be like punching gloves, like in reality, but that is hilarious. That's some recycling right there.
Fires little figures of himself at the enemy. Also, it lets you see how scrawny the All-Stars are under that protective gear. Those comically large shoulder pads.
Oh, his fuck-ass belt, too. You know he genuinely just abused his LB and Y to get that belt, too. Bro just imp punted and got the win.
Many into thinking that the All-Stars are muscular and buff, when in actuality, they have the body plan of a pool noodle.
Of you, right? Isn't... Yo! I can't clap super loud right now. I agree. Goated design. For once, PurpleZombie is truing. My guy is truing. Now you need to give him a boost in creativity too, and we'll be chill.
25 in appearance. If only his weapon wasn't a complete travesty. What is the point of having a variant that rewards you for getting dangerously close to enemies and punishes you for hanging back? If most of the other All-Stars do more bloody damage than it anyway, those figures he's shooting...
No, you can trash on him for viability. I don't care too much, but I think he's good enough.
Must be of horrible quality, shooting some knockoff Funko Pops at them.
He's significantly worse in Garden Warfare 1, though. Jesus, dude, he's practically unplayable in Garden Warfare 1.
Just a bit redundant, because most other All-Stars hit harder than him in the range it's supposed to excel in, and don't become completely useless at a distance of more than 40 meters. In fact, all the All-Stars that deal less damage than it have some other mechanic that makes up for it. What does Wrestling Star have?
Fair enough.
Nothing. 7. This is one of those...
He's just kind of really fun.
Times where I give them points for trying. A closer range All-Star is a good concept, but maybe if 5 other All-Stars didn't outclass it at the range it's supposed to...
Shit, he's kind of truant.
To be the best in, it might have actually been a decent character. 6. Should have just made him suplex people. Still, I like his gun cheering at you.
That would be fire.
When you use it, even if it heckling and booing you would make more thematic sense. I don't get mad at the Wrestling Star, because picking the Wrestling Star is
You made a loads of variants reference. That's cute. We like that.
Handicapping yourself, and I'm quite tolerant of the disabled. 15 intolerability.
That's not true.
53.
Because when I was in a wheelchair 3 years ago and I tried to get PurpleZombie's autograph, he picked up my wheelchair, spun around 30 times, and threw it like the cannonball in Kung Fu Panda 2. And I had to crawl my way to get it back. He was like, skadoosh. Chucked that shit across the parking lot. It was actually devastating. And it hit a Honda 2006 Odyssey, and I was the one that had to pay insurance details. Bullshit.
Overall.
Alright. Plumber. This is way too fucking high for Plumber, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Goated strain. This was fun. Jesus Christ, I almost streamed for 3 hours. We weren't even close to halfway. Someone do the math real quick. Let's see, that's 108 minutes. That's like... Dude, this reaction genuinely would have been disgusting. This would have been like 5.5 hours if I went all of today. Jesus Christ. Wow. I tried to shake his hand and he rocked me. I was in a coma for a year. Yeah, man, he's not very nice to the disabled. Goated stream. I will see y'all. I will see you. Maybe not tomorrow. Definitely not tomorrow, actually. Nor will I be able to stream until pretty late on Sunday, because that's Mother's Day. Hope you guys have a great Mother's Day, by the way. Yeah. I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Sweet dreams. Half of you guys are like on a different day than I am right now, so good night.